We continue learning Kitzur Yomi. We're finishing up Simin Lamed, the halachas of Lashon Harah, Rechilos, etc. And as we see, one of the incredible advantages of learning Kitzur Yomi versus other halacha Yomis is that we don't only get the classical Arachayim, we also get many other areas of halacha. As here we're getting from the Chafetz Chaim, from the Rambam, Hilchos Lashon Harah. So says the Kitzur Sif Daled V'ish Tvarim Shinavak Lashon Harah. There are things which are literally dust. Kitzad Amar Sheskul BePlaini. One who says, "Do not talk about Plaini," and he writes, I don't want to tell you what happened. Very vague comments. So what do people hear? They start wondering, what's going on with Plaini? You speak good about your friend. Say, whenever you talk about good about someone, the natural reaction is that others will start talking negatively. You bless if you give a bracha to your friend loudly early in the morning, similarly, in a joke, as one who is not speaking out of hatred, you say it jokingly. No, 18 says Chafetz Chaim holds this is not avak. This is real Lashon Harah. Which is Shlomo Amar b'Chachmasa. He says Shlomo HaMelech can miss Laleya Hayera Zikim Chitim Umaves, like someone who wears himself out, throwing arrows and different objects. V'Amar Halei Mizachik Ani. I was just joking. As you throw a bomb, as you shoot a gun. V'chein Amitar b'Lashon Harah b'Ramaus. In a deceptive manner, you make it as if you're speaking innocently. You didn't know it's Lashon Harah. When someone tells you it's Lashon Harah, I didn't know. You say, I don't know. They're just describing his actions. Of course, this is all Lashon Harah. Sivhei says the Kitzur. If you speak in front of someone or not, I keep on losing the page, I apologize. You speak things that result in this ish, as long as it's passed along. It could cause a friend to be harmed in his gufar, even if it doesn't actually hurt him, cause him tsar, distress, or frightens him. But now, if it's already been said in front of 3 people, I know 20 points out that Avada, the first person who said it, was Iver and Lashon Harah. But now, once the cat is out of the bag, people know, and then if you relate it another time, you got to be careful. You're not trying to perpetuate the call like a Loisa Yoser, and you don't want to reveal anymore. Now, note 21 really dives deeply into this heter, we'd call it, into this detail of Abab Eitlasa. And it's very important that it's not such a simple endeavor. Even what we just learned, the fact that the first time it's repeated is usher to say something over in front of 3 people is not a heter. It's only once it's going, it could continue, but without kavana to perpetuate. What remedy do you have? In Damuchachamu, Yasik Bat Taira. Note 22 says the Hiliga Chafetz Chaim, if your mouth is engaged in Taira, it will not speak Lashon Harah. B'mu'amaretz, Yashvel Daito, become humble, and through lack of haughtiness, you won't speak about other people. Sivav Amar Rabbi Yirmiyah bar Abba, Arba Kitas in Mekavznei Shchina. 4 groups do not receive the Shchina. Pretty strong. Kaleitzim askaver kachanafim flatterers kachakarim liars. But kamesabri Lashon Harah. Kaleitzim dechsem mashachez yadoi es leitzim pirshashi mashachez dekadosh baruch Hashem withdraws his hand es leitzim for those who scoff. Katchanafim, those who flatter. Dechsem kilo lefanav chanav yava, you flatter those who do have eres. Kachakarim dechsem dervishakarim leikol and egin enough. Kamesabri Lashon Harah, d'chsev kilo el chafetz reshat lo yurgur chara, pirshashi lo yurgur chara, lo yagur im chara. V'kamesabri Lashon Harah ksev, d'chsev bahu parshasa, as it says, ki ein befiu nechayna, sadikat Hashem lo yagur migur chara, Gemara insight of Amar Zin is a bracha. Call Leitzanusa Asira. All Leitzanos, mockery, making fun, is Asar. Bar, except for Leitzanusa, but it's Galilim, Alilim, except for making fun of a desire to save. Vahi, Batzarayim, Vayehatel, Bahem, Eliyahu. Eliyahu ridiculed the people of the Avodah of Baal. Sif Zayin, Anoiki Mechaver, if someone takes revenge, Iver Belaisa Satan is a direction of Loisikoim. What does it mean, revenge? You say to your friend, can you lend me your axe? I'm not going to lend it to you. The next day, that friend needs something from you. Can you lend it to me? Just like you did not lend me, so too I'm not going to lend you. How often does this happen? Someone asks his friend for a favor, and the friend doesn't do it. And then when he asks him back for a favor a few days later, he says, no, I'm not doing it for you. You didn't do it for me. This is an Isser Dea Raisa El Shavel Ishal. Rather, when the second person comes to borrow, Yitin believe Shalom Yishkim with a complete heart. Don't treat him the way that he treated you. Adam. It's proper for a person lios maver al midaisav al kol divrei olam to always be maver al midaisav, always go beyond, always say, even though he didn't do it for me, I'm going to do it for him. Those who understand this world, what's this world? It's all hevel, alvai, vanity, and nothing. It's not kedai to take revenge. Sivchas. With this, no, one more. If one wants to take revenge on an enemy, you know you should do? You should increase your good qualities. Go on the right path. Your revenge will take place by itself. Because the fact that you're such a tzaddik, the fact that you're such a chassid, the fact that you're so elevated, your enemy will be caused distress. Your enemy will feel bad when he hears your good name. But if you take revenge with ugly deeds, you know what's going to happen then. Then yes, your enemy is going to rejoice that you're so low. And he's going to have taken revenge on you. So listen to the words of the Kitzur. The way to take revenge is to make yourself better, and that's like the silent stab to the enemy. Someone who bears a grudge to you, you're not letting bear a grudge. What does it mean? Let me something, and he doesn't agree. The tables turn. Hey, here, take it. I'm going to give it to you. I'm not like you. I'm not going to pay you back like you paid me. Which is really something after the previous if you would think, great, he did not give it to him. He wasn't over Nekama. Says the Kitzur, you're right, but you know you're over B'laisiter, bearing a grudge. You're giving it to him, but you're holding on and you're saying, even though you didn't give it to me. Ella, what do you got to do? Yimcha Davram Liba, you got to erase from your heart that he didn't give to you. Don't remember if Zuya Adea Nachayna She'ef She'iskayim B'Yishav Ha'aretz U'Masam U'Matanash of Ne'adim Zebzeh. And this is the right way for people to deal with each other. And we begin similar Amid Aleph that everything should be Lsheim Shamayim. One sif says the Kitzur. Amar Rabbi Zin Zechon Levracha Yizeu Brasha Kitan Shel Gufei Torah Tulim Ba. What's a small part? So Torah is totally on. B'chol Derachecha De'eu, all your ways, you know him Hashem. Even things you do, your own physical needs, da es Hashem, no Hashem. And do everything, even the most mundane and physical and small of actions, Lishma Yisbarach, for Hashem. Keep going. You gotta eat, you gotta drink, you gotta walk, you gotta say, getting up and lying down, relations and talking, all physical needs. Still, they should all be for the avodas Hashem, something that could cause avodas Hashem. We'll pick it up from here, b'siyata dishmaya.